And a very big hello, everybody. Welcome along to Yas Island, 25 kilometres off the east coast of Abu Dhabi. This is season 6 and round 3 under lights at what promises to be a really interesting venue to go racing. Let's take a look at the track layout. 5.2 kilometres in length, 2 massive DRS zones, and have a look at this, 16 turns, so plenty of chances for overtaking opportunities. Let's head off to our commentary team.
Hello everyone, my name is Olmed James and we are finally here. The lobby is loading. Joining me in the box tonight is SVYT and we are here at a sprint weekend at Abu Dhabi. Are you excited, SV?
Oh, absolutely. It'll be interesting to see how the boys who are leading the championship can cut their way back for the field.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting sprint race tonight. Under the night lights too, I believe. It's a night race. So I wonder if these guys have been practicing the night racing. Of course, there is no qualifying tonight. So TT times are going to be sort of irrelevant. We don't really have that to talk about. But I believe the academy drivers, race pace, we should be looking at what, 129 lap time or something like that?
I reckon mid to low 128s.
For their race lap time. Yeah,
race.
Yeah,
well, it depends on the driver, to be honest.
Ooh, here we go. We have red lights, and it's a long red lights. We are off, no jump starts, which is good to see. One of the Red Bulls getting a little bit squirrely there, making a move up the inside. A lot of drivers going 4 wide in the rear there. Your boy Cappy maintains a good P1. Conrad right behind him, slotting in.
Get off the line.
The Mercedes, did you say, didn't get off the line?
Recon, I think it is, and C Marino's spun. Oh,
yeah,
3 cars have
Recon's
struggled.
only just off the line now.
Foxy, C Marino, and Recon all had a struggling start.
Oh, look at this. We've got 2 wide going down the back straight with Zilla and Conrad.
Naps DNF.
Oh, what happened there? He's dropping so far down the order.
Yeah, he's DNF'd. I don't know where, but he's...
I don't know.
I think it might be a lobby restart.
Yes. There has been a red flag called due to numerous technical issues. So I think Maps has just left, and so has everyone else. So that's a bit of a shame, as we were off to a really good start there. But unfortunately, tech issues do sort of jump in every now and then and cause things like these to happen. And we just try and work around them as best we can. So we'll just jump back to the starting soon screen so you guys can listen to the banging music by Gales. I'll be back very shortly.
Okay, let's quickly go. Let's see something. Someone
knows that, so this is Oh, and we have an over.
Nothing.
Sector 2.
Guys, sorry. No, sorry.
Sector, yeah.
I'm on the old track. I'm on the old start finish. Sorry, but guys.
What about who's that? Oh, Darkly Round. Oh, Darkly Round and absolutely cleaned up by Zay. Oh my god. Was that Zay?
I just saw that on the stream. That's a good feeling.
Oh man, Darkly. Every time I swap to Darkly, fucking the same thing happens.
It's a disaster. Okay, let's quickly go. Let's see something. Someone
knows that, so this is Oh, and we have an overtake from Oh,
Val's trying to go down the inside. He's going to try and make it stick, but Eckham's not going to give it to Free. He's going to still have the inside line here. He's going to have a better exit, but it looks like the medium tyres are just not good enough.
Wow, what a beautiful
But they're staying side by side still. Bit of bumping. Eckham's going to have the inside.
Yeah.
But then Val's going to fight back into the chicane.
Oh my word.
They're going to stay side by side. Eckham's not giving it up as much as they can. They're still side by side.
I don't know how they're pulling this off.
How are they doing this? I've never seen it. Eckham keeps the position.
This is unreal.
Oh my god.
That was one of the best.
He's not going to waste any time. Goes down the inside.
5 seconds.
Kev,
Brave man.
Tortuga, goes around the outside. Kev
Keeps his foot in and he's up the inside to the next one. He holds the position.
Oh, Kev.
Unbelievable stuff.
Oh, that Mercedes. Mercy has spun.
Oh, Mercy. Oh, struggling to soak up the pressure all the way down the order.
Yeah.
Tazza making a good position, maybe.
Tazza
There
up
he
into
is.
P16 now. But yeah, hopefully it's not another safety car.
Well, I don't think it can be so soon after.
Yeah. Which we could only hope. As Australian myself, I know you're Australian, aren't you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no. He's done the sin. He's done the cardinal sin.
know.
I am not Australian.
No.
I am
Still gotta
Kiwi.
go for Piastri.
I'll be happy if Oscar Piastri comes in. There is one driver that I really want in Formula 1. It's no surprise, it's Liam Lawson.
Yes.
Not having the best season.
But I believe Zakov does have this one in the bag now. As Kebab gets a 3-second time penalty. They go 3 wide around that turn and Kebab's been hit. Kebab gets closed off by Dutchy. I mean,
Oh,
sorry, by
he's
Crush
in the
there. And
middle
it's
of the track.
bit of a
He is
reset
in
the
the
track
middle of
there.
the
Not gonna
track.
don't call myself no snitch, but that was a bit of a reset the track there by Kebab. So that'll be looked at towards the end by the
Definitely
FIA.
will be,
The
because that
5-second
almost
penalty
killed
coming.
a few people.
That I believe will be followed up with
Have the inside,
Yeah.
but then Val's going to fight back into the chicane.
Oh my word.
They're going to stay side by side. Eckham's not giving it up as much as they can. They're still side by side.
I don't know how they're pulling this off.
How are they doing this? I've never seen it. Eckham keeps the position.
This is unreal.
Oh my god.
That was one of the best races I've seen between
That was
two drivers.
insane. It's
They're in the
cast-
pits at the moment, but thinking about it. Yeah, saw former casting flicking onto him for a moment.
Yeah.
A couple of guys thinking about it.
Also, I see Bulldog setting a 112 flat, beating Belladat out.
Oh, and
getting
HK
into the top
Racing,
nine. I don't think he wants to talk about that one.
that's not what
Oh.
he's supposed to do, HK.
Oh, he's done a Yuki Tsunoda.
He's done Sonoda down to a T. Oh.
Yes, quickly down Snoopa Loop is going on the inside of A. Churi at the end of the main straight, side by side around turn number 1. Who's got the momentum coming out? They're still wheel to wheel, making their way through the second DRS zone, taking that inside. It looked as if the Alfa Romeo is able to hold on, still wheel to wheel.
Oh, there's a touch.
Big crash, and Snoopa Loop is out of the race.
Oh my lord, he had the fresher tyres too. Maybe, I don't know, it's hard to say if he squeezed as they went towards the side of the track there, but that's brought out the safety car. Safety car is back out.
Oh,
As Bez gets away to the start.
Fellow Mercedes teammate Mez, and then Drix and Wearable.
Oh, as 2 Red Bulls collide and big accident at
So he's got to try something if he's going to, which
Yeah,
he is. He's going to try to go around the outside, but no, he does a double take and goes to the inside.
Oh wow.
What a move, but Eckham's going to stay side by side again. Taps
Not
the back
again.
wheel of Val, but they're still staying side by side. They're not going to give up that easily.
the So, first place is up for grabs here.
out of.
As
Oh,
SG is
wow.
fighting back. Oh!
Oh, there goes SGN. SGN's gone.
Oh!
Wearboy right now, by the way, is sticking to the back of Bailey. I say that. And
Oh, corner cut! No! Why? That was like so unnecessary.
Round 2 of ARL Academy, the Hungry GP. We have 5 red lights. They are out and we are off.
Very quick off the start. Get racing.
Good start by Windows in the Ferrari, who looks to go up the inside. Rudy moves to block him, but it's too late. Breblitz gets a bit of an...
Sandwiched!
Rudy loses P1 to Windows. Out the exit of turn 1. Oh, bit of contact.
Well, the rest of the field's caught up, so there's no reason why not. Stand by for the notification. There it is. Safety car in this lap. So Spliff has control of this race for a very, well, what we're assuming is going to be a very short period. We shouldn't undersell him. Slows them right down too.
I think that was throttle lock there, but there could have been some
gamesmanship. Well, the rest of the field's caught up, so there's no reason why not.
Spliff backing off. I don't believe Spliff wants this thing to go. He thinks his tyres are good enough.
Stand by for the notification. There it is. Safety car in this lap. So Spliff has control of this race for a very, well, what we're assuming is going to be a very short period. We shouldn't undersell him. Slows them right down too.
I think that was throttle lock there, but there could have been some
gamesmanship.
At the mercy of Lemon and Eckham right here, and Eckham is looking very hungry. Eckham being a little off the pace this season after being very good.
Oh, he spun Lemon.
11 round.
Yeah, Eckham spun him. The T-Mac's gone through. And who else is this caught?
Between Formal Bivo and Sokotom. Sokotom might be losing 2 places here. No, Bivo gets spun.
Well, Stealth is going to make a move on Bulldogs up the inside.
Oh, they almost make contact.
Stealth was really late on the brakes there. What is this, NASCAR? Is Stealth bump drafting Bulldogs here or what? That was almost pushing through the
Formal's going to go down the inside of both of them into the right-hander.
Double overtake by Formal. Without even the DRS advantage. What a move.
5-second penalty, speeding in pit lane for Salty. Day goes from bad to worse. Oh, what's he around? Got down the inside of Xander, couldn't control it. Maybe there was a slight touch between the two. Came from a long way back and he's gone all the way down the pecking order right now. Back.
Red Bull's off, Zakov. Oh no, he managed to keep it on. Saw someone off the ground there.
Oh, it's CJF spins.
Oh, there's a big spin in the back. Who was that? That was... Oh, lots of drivers caught up in that.
Yeah,
lots of drivers. And we've got Potsy spun as well in the...
That happened, we come into turn 1 as it looks like Lemon goes off and gets a 3-second...
Yeah, Darkly is very on. Oh, Darkly! Oh my god. No, get him off the track. He's a maniac.
Lemon just cruised past without a wing as well.
Yeah, so it's been absolute mayhem at the back here. It's...
Oh no, Fluxy gets tapped. Then he gets taken out. He spins on the line. We could get a safety car.
Nothing.
Sector 2.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry.
Sector, yeah.
I'm on the old track. I'm on the old start finish. Sorry, but guys.
What about who's that? Oh, Darkly round. Oh, Darkly round and absolutely cleaned up by Zay. Oh my god. Was that Zay?
I just saw that on the stream. That's good viewing.
Oh man, Darkly. Every time I swap to Darkly, qualifying the same thing happens. It's a disaster. Okay, let's quickly go. Let's see something. Someone
knows that. So this is Oh, and we have an overtake from. Oh,
Val's trying to go down the inside. He's going to try and make it stick, but Eckham's not going to give it to free. He's going to still have the inside line here. He's going to have a better exit, but it looks like the medium tyres are just not good enough.
Wow, what a beautiful
But they're staying side by side still. Bit of bumping. Ekim's going to have the inside.
Yeah.
But then Val's going to fight back into the chicane.
Oh my word.
They're going to stay side by side. Ekim's not giving it up as much as they can. They're still side by side.
I don't know how they're pulling this off.
How are they doing this? I've never seen an Ekim keeps the position.
This is unreal.
Oh
what
my god.
That was one of the best.
He's not going to waste any time. Goes down the inside.
5 seconds.
Kev,
Brave man.
Tortuga, goes around the outside. Kev keeps his foot in and he's on the inside of the next one. He holds the position.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Sorry for the delay, but hopefully we are good to go now. Everything should be sorted. And
Are you in already?
yeah, are you not?
I'm on a loading screen, but it's telling me it's about to start.
Oh. Oh, are you on the waiting for players screen or a loading screen?
It says starts 2-1, loading complete, sprint, Abu Dhabi multiplayer.
Interesting.
Here we go. Here we go. Now I'm in.
Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Attempt numero duo. 5 red lights. They are off. Oh, a little bit of a slow start off the line for the Alpine, but the Alfa Romeo has a really bad start too. Red Bull into the wall with an Aston Martin off the right hand side of the track. Naps and Mercy Hamilton out of the race. Full safety car deployed.
No?
Yeah,
as it got caught up with his wing off.
Oh, Arten Dash caught up in that as well. Rudiger's big spin, full safety car is out.
My stuff on. Position changes. So Zilla went up 2 places, Conrad down, Skipper at 1, Slim Shady down, Siphon, Kufu. Mainly the big winners out of that is Kufu,
a lot of the guys in
Siphon,
the midfield,
and
yeah. Recon and Cappy doing really well to hold position there amongst that chaos, but I guess they were slightly ahead of it. Conrad in the Alfa Romeo actually had a really terrible start off the line with the launch, and we're seeing the effects of that now with his loss of 2 positions.
Absolutely, he was lucky not to get taken in with that crash as well, because I believe that was right next to him as it happened.
Yeah, it wasn't very far back, was it? Because I think Naps was like, what, 8th or something like that?
Yeah, Azza was 6th, and Naps was around there.
Yeah, okay. So it'd be interesting to see any potential footage of that and what actually occurred, because...
The FIA would definitely get involved.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Azza went into Naps and that put Naps into the wall, or if
there was
Naps
no
lost
good,
his traction and went into Azza first.
Yeah, there was just no good angle of that. And Azza, a 3-second time penalty.
Ooh. That's a bit strange for him to pick that up at this stage. That must be for corner cutting, but essentially the whole race so far has been on the safety car almost.
Oh, he might. Oh, I know. Yeah, in the pits, the track limits are bugged. If you even go 2 tires off, you get a warning.
Is that similar to what it's like at France?
Yeah,
where
like
pit entry is bugged.
Yeah. If you get 2 tires off, it either gives you a penalty straight away or a warning.
Yeah, okay. Hopefully he can get that removed then. If that is legitimately a bug, it should be easy to get removed.
Depends on if he got it there, though. He might have got it from another corner.
Yeah.
Because with that no wing, he would have struggled to get back into the pits.
I mean, under safety car, it shouldn't have been too bad.
Yeah, I suppose you're not trying to lose that much time there. You're trying to push as hard as you can with no wing, so you don't get caught out of the safety car queue when it launches again.
So we've got Arten Dash is coming around in the McLaren, got caught up in that incident. Curtin Ho caught up and Azza caught up as well. So I doubt that those guys are not going to be caught up to the safety car by the end of this lap, so we will have at least one more lap on the safety car running. Tyres is asking for the chat, so there you go. Almost exclusively medium tyres for this sprint race here. We've got 1 on hards and 2 on softs.
No, 1.
2. Foxy and Arten Dash.
On mine, it's just Arten Dash.
Oh really? What tyres do you have Foxy on?
Foxy's on the mediums.
That's interesting.
Oh yeah, on yours it does say Foxy's on softs.
Yeah, it says he started on it too, so...
Go to his character guy and see what colour they are on his wheels.
Yeah, I have. They're definitely soft tyres.
On yours they're red, on mine they're yellow. That's weird.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Salty confirmed that. Foxy's on the softs.
Okay,
So
cool.
my game's bugged, not yours, don't worry.
That is a weird bug to have. I have not seen that bug before. We're plagued with some technical difficulties here. Rudy coming out of the pits now has also just gone onto fresh softs. However, that has put him all the way to the back of the grid in P18.
Salty has just put in chat that the softs will be at 75% on lap 10.
Yeah, that would not surprise me. But, I mean, with a couple of laps under the safety car running, it actually turns it into a viable strategy, especially for the likes of Art and Dash and Rudiger, who have only just gone into the softs now. And there is also the possibility of an additional safety car after this.
If that happens, these soft guys will be rewarded heavily for that
they'll
gamble.
be cheering, won't they?
Because then most of the mediums guys will probably try and go on the softs as well.
Yeah, it will sort of depend because track position is definitely still very important here. And we have the message now that the safety car will be in this lap. And your boy Cappy in the Alpine, Salty, will take control of the pack here and begin to back them up.
Got to stay above that crucial 60 though.
I believe he's actually getting a throttle locked a little bit. He may have fixed it now, but he was getting throttle locked, or at least it looked like it. At least here, there's plenty of warning for the safety car coming in. So there's...
I think he's just trying to control the pack here.
Yeah,
if I'm him, I'm trying to go right on the X of the final corner.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you maybe could go just before if you wanted to try and catch
them napping. Yeah, look, he's playing with his throttle now, getting ready to go. And away he goes.
He left it even quite late. He left it a bit later than I thought he would. Which,
Zilla definitely better, but them two ran away from Recon, so they clearly just caught Recon off guard there.
Well, Recon's not doing too bad. He is staying with them quite well. However, the gap between Recon and Conrad behind...
and Rudy goes pits again.
Oh, he does too. So I wonder if he picked up damage or something.
I think he might have hit someone.
Alright, King Cairo...
Zilla's got your boy Cappy.
King Cairo's put up a prediction. Will Foxy get points?
What position's he?
He's currently in P12. We've got a nice battle here going on between Cappy and Zilla. Well, it looks like Zilla has now secured that position. And it looks...
I reckon the Foxy needs another safety car to get points. Oh, as we got some C Marino spun.
Yeah, he's managing to recover. Oh no, he looks like he may have some desync issues. Windows and Kufu Cowboy having a bit of a battle. Kufu starting to pull ahead, but Windows staying right there with him. Further up the grid, the other Ferrari driver of Skipper, right on the rear end of Conrad. And Conrad appears to be a little bit of a break point at the moment. We've got our front three. And then
Zilla's running away with it here.
He's just broken that DRS range.
And there's Recon just trying to put the pressure on Cappy to make him make a mistake so he can slip right on the inside.
He's really pushing right up on his gearbox as well too in that Mercedes.
This could be quite dangerous here.
Oh, we have a yellow in Sector 1, Kufu Cowboy. He looks like he is able to rejoin safely.
No damage by the looks of it.
And there you go, that puts Foxy up into points, I believe.
No, top 8's points.
Top 8, yes, because it's a sprint. Oh no, Recon's gone around!
Ooh.
He kept it out of the wall though, so he's going to attempt to rejoin.
Oh, Az has actually made a very good comeback to get himself back in that V10.
Yeah, that's a good restart for him after that atrocious incident off the line. We don't know if that was his fault or not, but he was definitely involved in it. And Freed Slim Shady in the McLaren is now in this battle for P4 with Conrad and Siphon in the Red Bull right behind him.
Closest battle on track, Windows and Hazahawk, they're right nose. Oh, as I say that, Hazahawk goes into the wall. Looks like he's got no damage, but that was a pretty hard hit into the wall there.
He may have slight damage actually, as it looks like he's struggling to hit apexes and maintain
Eric's
track
dash
limits on
now
the
right on
exits.
the rear end of him as well.
Yeah, he may actually have a little bit of damage there, poor Hazahawk, as a result of that.
Siphon's gained up on the rear end of Slim Shady now as well. See if he can make a move.
Recon's tyres may be struggling after that little bit of a spin before, as he just lost a position to Curtin Ho. However, with the DRS and the use of his batteries, looking to make a run up the inside. And
Slim Shady's
gets the
going on
move
the inside
done.
of Conrad.
There's moves everywhere all over the field at the moment, as a number of drivers are trading positions back and forth.
Ooh, the Erita Dash has spun through the tight Monaco chicane area.
Recon does lose P11 back to Curtin Ho again.
Siphon right on the rear end of Conrad here. Where can he stick the move in? So we got another yellow flag.
Yes, that looks like that's Schmork? No. Perhaps not. I thought that looked like an AlphaTauri. Schmork missing an end plate, perhaps? Yeah, Schmork is missing an end plate, and it is into the pits. So I believe... Oh, and we've got a DNF!
All the pigs right into the wall in the exit there.
Where is that? Is that a turn 1?
Yeah, that's on the straight, I believe. Or did he pull into the pits?
And Cappy spun! Oh, and that was a borderline unsafe rejoin, as Foxy goes straight through Cappy's ghosted carcass of a car as he's coming back onto the track. Fortunately, ghosting is on.
Eggs pulled into the pits to retire. I thought he might have spun and went into the wall, but
Oh, okay.
no, he's just going to track.
Heg's having internet issues, apparently. Foxy and Azza now battling, two guys that we saw down outside the points just 2 laps ago, now in the points. Siphon and Conrad as well, fighting for position.
Farmer Sam cheering for Foxy so he can win his channel points.
He's just got faith, mate. He's got faith. He believes.
He's doing well for themselves to be able to keep the pace and hold the wear in them.
Well, I think that safety car definitely helped him out a little bit there, but
Absolutely.
they will start to drop off dramatically in the next lap, I would say, if they haven't already.
Looks like Siphon made a move while we were looking at other people, because he went from P6 to P4 now.
Foxy is now struggling to stay with Azza in front on those medium tyres. The softs just cannot keep up now. He's not losing too much time, but he is dropping back slowly. Those softs cannot keep up with the mediums anymore. It's all, for Foxy now, it's all about conserving that position ahead of Windows in P8. And if he can get to the
Catching
line.
someone is one thing, but keeping him behind is another, so it'll be interesting to see what Foxy can do to hold the guys behind.
Freed Slim Shady makes a move down the outside of Skipper, however, gets the move done well before the corner.
He might not have DRS here. As Skipper's got DRS, will he be able to do anything to fight back?
It's
Nah,
going to be
looks like
close. No, Skipper's much too far back to be able to make any sort of lunge here.
Looks like he's running a very low downforce setup though, because he really loses time for this sector here. Skipper gains so much with that one long bender. And look, he gains so much here again. Right back on the rear end of that McLaren.
Looks like Skipper's just a little bit later on the brakes there.
Just more confidence in his setup. Now can Slim Shady catch up to Zilla and try and take the lead before the end of this sprint?
I don't think so.
two laps to do with
2-second
2
gap.
seconds.
Oh, as we
he's
have a
winning
recon
again.
spin in sector 3.
Oh, no front wing either. Oh no, he did. That's just go smoothly, wasn't it? Oh, we got another one. Kurt
Siphon! Siphon in the Red Bull, one of the, the higher up favourites here. It looks like turn 1, he just went straight into the wall.
Why have you done this to me, Siphon? All that training I gave him.
Foxy and Windows now battling really hard for P6 here, as Foxy's softs are now barely hanging on to the tyres.
Skipper's still
Windows
in that
looking to make a lunge up the inside. Oh, beautifully executed by Windows. Perfect overtake in the corner there. Picked his braking point perfectly and just sliced up the inside of
Be able to
Foxy.
make a run back.
Will Foxy be able to make a run back? Windows is harvesting here. However, Foxy not willing to use the rest of his battery.
Looks like Slim Shady's not been able to game enough this lap, so I reckon as long as Zilla can keep it nice and smooth, he should be able to take this sprint home and have a pole start for the feature.
No, I don't think. The only way they're going to catch serves is if Zilla has a major spin.
Yeah. As we've got a McLaren, Ayrton Dash in the wall.
So Windows managing to pull away from Foxy now. Foxy dropped back into P7, and these soft tyres still struggling. Conrad and Az are battling really hard here. I think Az just got past him. Conrad on the hard compound tyre, which is a questionable choice for the sprint race, as the mediums typically should be able to go to the end with no issues.
As I overtook him earlier on in the race, I think this is Conrad. As his tyres must have died because he must have fought back and got back within the DRS zone.
No, Azza just took the position off of Conrad then. Now Conrad is trying his hardest to get it back. There's one more DRS zone coming up, but I don't think Conrad's going to be able to...
Nah. So it looks like this is... Because you've got the House of Zilla coming around the final sector now. Freed Slim Shady. Couldn't quite close the gap in time. He's got 2 more corners. It's clean through the first. Here you have your sprint race winner, Zilla F1 in the house, followed by Freed Slim Shady, and then followed by Skipper.
Azza does have a time penalty,
He will get
so
7 by the looks of it.
Back. I think he'll be 6th.
Yep, 6.
Yeah, 6. So that gives Conrad 4, Windows 5, Azza ends up 6. Foxy P7 with the softs into the points. Your boy Cappy comes home 8th. Khufu Cowboy 9th. Recon is really struggling with no real wing. Curtin Ho right behind him. Recon gets 10th. Curtin Ho can't quite beat him to the line. Recon has end plates but no front wing for me, which is very interesting to see. That's some really interesting new Mercedes high-tech aero technology right there.
They broke the budget.
They've got Bluetooth end plates. It's an all-new feature.
Siphon will be spewing about himself over that one.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happened to Siphon there, because from what the very short piece we caught on stream, it looks like he just went straight on in turn 1 into the pit.
Jesus, Farmer Sam put 10k on boxing.
Yeah.
He had faith.
Backing his boys, mate. Backing his boys.
Oh.
AlphaTauri go-to. Windows picking up driver of the day for sprint qualifying.
Cappy won't be happy with his result either. It's such a good start, but that one mistake cost him big.
Alright, so there we go, guys. That's the final for the sprint qualifying. So we've got Zilla, Freed Slim Shady, Skipper, Conrad, Windows, Azza, Foxy, your boy Cappy, Khufu Cowboy, Recon, Curtin Ho, Hazardball, Rudigers, Schmork, Siphon, C. Maria, Art and Dash, Hegs, Naps, and Merce. We'll just run through the race structure really quickly.
Yeah. Interesting to see whether Azza got it all at once.
He did, I believe.
It
was all lap 1 following that incident. So I don't know if that was his pit entry or what. If it was his pit entry and he has the footage, FIA should easily be able to remove that 3-second penalty, which will actually put him back up into P4.
Yeah, but he's not going to be able to start from P4, so I don't think he's going to bother.
So there you go, guys. That's an action-packed sprint qualifying with many, many battles up and down the field. Zilla brings home P1. And now we will move on to the main race.
Who are you backing for the race?
Oh, my boy Foxy. Look at that. He brought home points in the sprint. I reckon he's got it in the bag, mate. He's going to be podium right here.
If I've got to have a favourite for the race, I'd like to say Azza, but I reckon as long as he can keep it in a straight line, he'll be able to get at least podium. For the win, I reckon Zilla or Slim Shady's got it.
I think your boy Cappy is definitely one to watch as well, even though he's back a little bit further. I think he
I don't
definitely
reckon
has
he'll
the
be able to
pace.
get the win, but I reckon he'll definitely be able to come back and
Here we go. We are straight into the main feature here, guys. 5 red lights. They are off. And it looks a little bit cleaner than the start of the sprint, which is good. However, we've got almost 3 side by side in the back there.
And they kept...
Big spin in the rear. That looks like Art and Dash, your boy Cappy, and Nap's gone around.
It was Heggs, I believe. Oh, safety car. Who's out of the race? Or is there just big?
No one is out at the moment. I think it's just a virtual.
Does Siphon have damage? Siphon's got no damage. Naps has got no damage. But C Marino's got no front wing.
Oh, there's absolute carnage there as a bunch of drivers are slamming on the brakes, trying to avoid their delta. What are they doing? It's a virtual safety car. Guys, sort it out. Come on. Oh, my.
Naps got a second time penalty.
Yeah, look, that's deserved, I think. I don't know what exactly is going on there. And that's the safety car, the virtual safety car rather, finished. And
As a loss that big there. He dropped from P5 up P6 to P9. Rodriguez, I believe he's made very big gains there.
your boy Cappy came out really bad from that incident as well, all the way back to P19. Oh, Conrad has a bit of a moment with the rear end. Manages to recover fairly nicely, actually, afterwards.
Conrad also starting on them soft, so it's interesting to see what his strategy will be.
Yeah, the couple drivers here starting on the softs, actually, which...
As that falls into the pits.
Yeah, I believe he picked up damage in either in that initial incident that caused the VSC or in the kerfuffle afterwards, where everyone was sorting out their positions. Foxy looks like he's trying to make a move on Windows. Again, these guys battling right after they were battling just in the sprint.
Three of them.
It was a really good attempt made by Foxy there, but he just couldn't make it stick around the outside.
They're all sticking in the slipstream of each other.
And
who's going to come out in front here?
Heggs has retired in pits due to internet issues again, I believe.
It's an unlucky day for Heggs.
Yeah, this is a really good battle here for P3, as Windows now having a look at Skipper. Windows almost boxed in by Foxy. They almost touched there.
I think Foxy just had to back out there.
Foxy sets a purple sector 2. He's a changed man. This is incredible by Foxy here. He's doing really well so far, staying with these drivers.
Battling goes, pushing them into the soft runner of Conrad. Oh, as he goes a bit wide there, Conrad, he might get a track limit warning there. Oh, four-way battle now.
Yes, and DRS should be enabled. I believe it was enabled.
No, I think because of the VSC, it gets pushed 2 laps later.
No, VSC does not delay DRS, only full safety car, so it should still be okay here. Conrad sort of dropping back a little bit, Foxy dropping back a little bit, but Windows and the Aston Martin staying with Skipper, at least for now.
Can they both get the overtake on Skipper here?
I think Foxy's going to be too far back, but Windows is in a prime position to make the move. Looks to go down the outside, doesn't
might benefit
quite
from them
get
battling.
to... Does. Windows does get it done.
If he keeps it smooth, he could get double overtake.
What is going on with these camera angles?
It's like Foxy, who's not gaining enough by the looks of it. Might just have to hold position.
This is fine for Foxy though, because if I was Foxy, I wouldn't want to be pumping too much of those tyres. However, it does look like Foxy's significantly down on the battery, but at least he's now no longer facing pressure from behind as Conrad has dropped back, even to the point where Conrad is now out of DRS range. Foxy running really wide there. I wonder if that game track in between.
Definitely an interesting race.
Yeah, this battle we have going on for P3 here at the moment is really good. And we will keep an eye on the battle for P1 as well, as Freed Slim Shady has just picked up the fastest lap.
I think Zilla might have made a mistake because that was at like 3 seconds at the start of the lap, and now Freed Slim Shady's only 0.5 tenths behind. He's gaining still. With the DRS, can he make the move? He's up on his best lap already.
I don't know if Zilla made a mistake or if Freed Slim Shady has really just started to put the hammer down.
Slim Shady said he could exit. He's tucking into the slipstream. It's not boosting though. Looks like he's saving it for the next straight. Oh, he tucked out to the outside.
Oh, that's a very late move by Freed Slim Shady, and it's not going to work that late.
Can he get on this straight though? Looks like he had a little bit of wheel spin on exit.
He had a big snap of the oversteer there. He did well to correct it, however, that is going to cost him a lot of time.
Oh, he lost 8 tenths on exit.
Zilla will be able to.
Oh, as we've got Aston Martin going slow, it looks like it was Naps. Still got the freeway battle going for P3.
Yeah, Foxy's still managing to stay with these guys and in DRS range too, which I think is what he really needs to do as Windows and Skip are starting to drain that battery now.
C. Marino might have retired from session by the looks of it. No, he must have had a spin because it was yellow sector all around him.
I think he just had a bit of a moment in sector 1. Foxy really pushing that edge of that DRS zone. Yeah. Looks like Foxy will finally drop out of DRS zone for this battle for P3.
I don't know what battles to watch. Oh, they've gone into a 4-way battle now. But back to the battle for the lead. Can Freed Slim Shady get at this lap? Looks like he's had quite a good exit.
It's an interesting line that Freed Slim Shady chooses to take there. It's a little bit of a tighter line.
That's the line I take as well. Yeah, that's the line I take. You gain 2 tenths through the corner and then you lose about 200ths on exit. So you gain way more than you lose. It's the line you really want to be holding if you can. Freed Slim Shady right there. Now he's boosting and he's using his DRS. Will he be able to get at this lap? It looks like he's just too far behind once again. Yeah, he stopped boosting halfway down the straight.
Yeah, it looks like both these guys really sort of just taking it steady with their ERS deployment.
Seems as if they're just trying to work together to get away from the battles behind.
It's working really well.
Falling out of the DRS of Skipper.
Yeah, that was a few laps ago. He's actually dropped really far back outside of the 2-second mark.
You got C. Marino spun again, I believe that is. Oh, he's DNF'd. Safety car. Oh,
he has too.
He retired.
No, I believe that he has crashed. Otherwise, it wouldn't have put out a safety. We'll jump on board with Zilla, who should be approaching the scene of the accident right now.
Yeah, he's just crashed into the wall.
Off into the wall on the right-hand side, yeah.
With a 3-second time penalty. Foxy, Conrad, and Curtino all pull into the pits.
Zilla actually, I think, may have really pushed the limits of his delta just then.
He's disqualified. Shady's disqualified.
No, that was Freed Slim Shady for blocking the pit lane.
Did he spin maybe?
He must have had a spin on pit exit, it looks like.
No.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, he did. He was just spun on exit.
Yeah, that's
so unlucky. He was having
really
so
unfortunate for Freed Slim Shady and the McLaren.
Such a good race.
Zilla's gonna breathe freely now, though, knowing that that's happened, as Zilla was really facing the pressure from Freed Slim Shady there.
Actually risked it really hard there, though. He's pitted for the halves. He reckons he can take them 23 laps. I reckon he's definitely on for a 2-stopper if he's trying to do that.
Well, I believe Zilla may have actually been past the pit entry when the safety car came out, or like very, very close to it that he didn't really have time to react.
This early, I don't think I'd be pitting anyway. That's a very big.
I was about to say, starting on the mediums, I don't think he really wants to pit yet. Anyway,
Yeah.
if you were on the softs though, you'd be.
Oh, but he has
He's
pitted.
into the pits. What is he going to put on?
That's silly.
Is he going to
if
put the
he's-
hards on? He has to put the hards on, right? Anything else?
I'd be putting the softs on.
Mistake.
Softs
But
or
the
mediums.
softs? No way.
Yep. Yeah, because even if you go on the hards, it's a guaranteed 2-stop now. You've committed to this 2-stop. You're not going to be able to take the hards that long.
Yeah, but I don't think you put the softs on now. You want to save the softs to the end for your final stint.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
And a
Wait,
couple
do
of
they
these
introduce
hard.
mediums in the sprint races or not?
I am not sure, to be honest, with the tyre allocations because it's a sprint weekend.
Yeah.
So
'cause
if they ran mediums, if they ran mediums in the sprint race, I think they'll only have one set of mediums.
Oh, that might have been why some of them are trying to run softs or hards.
They should all have one set of mediums.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone starts with one set, but I'm pretty sure most of them used it at the start.
You know, I think these hards almost can go to the end. These hards can definitely go to the end. It's just a question of what their condition's going to be like when they get there. Especially with, we're probably going to have 2 laps under safety car, so that'll take us to lap 9, so that's 20 laps on the hards. And we may even have another safety car later on.
Will the safety car come in?
This lap.
Did it?
Oh no, it would have been lap 6.
Okay. Yeah,
Because
so
Zilla just passed the safety car as it was coming out. So it was just out as Zilla and P1 started lap 6.
yeah, and Conrod pitted, so it's been out for a lap already.
So Salty saying the hards run 33% after 10 laps. So the hards can quite easily make it to the end from here.
Just gonna have to be very careful. He's gonna want to overtake people as quick as he can, so he doesn't get stuck in that dirty air, hurting his tires.
Yeah, absolutely. Foxy up into P5 now on fresh hards. So Foxy managed to actually time that safety car, his pit stop in conjunction with that safety car really well.
He'll be net P3 with Rudy and Kufu yet to pit. On the fresher hards, should be able to fly past them.
It's all going to depend. This restart is all going to depend on who can get the heat into their tyres and keep the heat in there, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
The hards are really notorious.
Safety car will most likely be in this lap as well, so Naps might not even be able to catch safety car before it comes in.
When did it come out? We said it came out at the start of lap 6?
And it does 3 laps out max before it comes in, so
yeah.
Naps is going to have to push as hard as he can to try and have any chance of being in the safety car when it starts. Maybe Kufu will lead the pack and try and hold them as slow as he can for Naps.
It's going to be good to keep an eye on Conrod and Curtin Ho on this restart as they're on the fresh soft tyres.
They went mediums to soft, didn't they?
I believe so. I don't remember exactly what tyres they started on.
Did they announced safety car coming in?
No, not yet. So it looks like we're
late?
probably going to do one more lap.
Have to see. When do they call it?
No, they normally call it already. They can call it late here, but I don't think they will because this is only the 2nd lap of safety
One more
car.
lap, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Still gonna have to push hard their Naps to catch up to the safety car.
Yeah,
He's
Naps
still half a lap behind.
really struggling to catch up here.
He's 38 seconds behind, so just depends on how how slowly Kufu wants to go on the restart as well.
Steady87 in the Twitch chat saying that Conrad started on the softs, which will... That's a really weird strategy to do something.
He must be preying on another safety car.
Yeah, to be fair, that's probably not the most unlikely thing in the world.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
Kufu and Rudy did not already pit Salty. We are on lap 9. Those tyres have completed 8 laps. So they've been on them since the start of the race. Salty trying to do quick maths and getting hella confused.
Naps has come up to the safety car.
Yeah, he definitely will catch up to it by the end of Sector 2 here. And the safety car, regardless of if Naps catches up to it or not, will be in at the end of this lap. And we'll be back to racing.
About halfway down this straight normally. The cars are preparing for it, as you can see they're pushing their hard as they can to get the heat into them.
Yeah, they really have to here, otherwise the restart is going to be a nightmare if you don't have those tyres. So there's the message, safety car is in this lap. Kufu Cowboy now in control of the pack, gonna back them up. Needs to stay above 60 kilometers an hour, regardless of any throttle lock shenanigans that may occur.
If I'm here, I'm trying to go as slow as possible until that safety car's in the pits, because then when he does try to go, he gets throttle lock. If he goes under 60, he's going to have to pay for it hard when the FIA call him out.
Here on Abu Dhabi, the safety car gets called in so early that it shouldn't be as much of an issue here as it is on other tracks, especially tracks like Zandvoort, where it doesn't tell you until super late. So I believe the safety car is past the timeline now, so Kufu has the ability to go when he's ready.
So he's just trying to warm his tyres up, see if he can catch... I'd go right now while Zilla's still warming his tyres up.
Yeah, he's left it very late. He's gone now, but he's not really caught Zilla by surprise at all. Zilla's still trying to warm his tyre. A couple of the other drivers as well. Skipper in the other Ferrari also warming his tyres. And you can see these hard runners very gentle on the restart. Oh, the Aston Martin, I believe that's Windows cutting the curb big time there. And actually getting a position on Conrad as a result, but that definitely looks like he's taking advantage of track limits.
Coutinho going at it here. For P9 and P10, Siphon and Coutinho alongside here, but Coutinho looks like he's just boosted that a little bit more to get ahead. Will Siphon go for it here?
Zilla has taken back the lead of the race against Kufu Cowboy. Less than half a lap after the safety car is in.
Oh, hasn't
and we've got a yellow.
Collision with Ayrton Dash.
Yeah, both those drivers off track and looking like they're attempting to recover.
It's a shame.
As you said, Mercy and Curtin Ho still battling. Still side by side. It looks like Curtin Ho has now pulled ahead of Mercy.
And Zilla's just running away with it at this point.
Yeah, I think Zilla must have done a significant job keeping heat in those tyres compared to Kufu, because it looks like he just had so much more grip.
Kufu is now getting put under pressure by Rudy. Whenever DRS comes, it's only so long before Rudy tries and sticks his nose in between Kufu's gearbox.
Yeah, Kufu's going to be really struggling when that DRS is enabled. However, that is still a lap away. But it doesn't look like too much is going to change in that lap. Actually, Windows and Skipper swapping positions there even before the DRS is enabled. Both of these guys using a lot of battery.
Do you reckon these hard guys are going to be pitting?
Oh, don't know. We've got Windows making a move back around the outside of Skipper. Skipper, I don't know if he lost the rear end just a little bit there, lost traction just a tiny bit, but he did drop back significantly from Windows.
Rotating into the party now as well, them soft tyres are going to have them punch. much more grip with Foxy still right behind him.
Yeah, Foxy has dropped back just a little bit, but Conrad on those softs is expected to probably drop off fairly soon, and then no doubt Foxy should be able to dispatch him quite easily. Windows really close up on the rear end of Kufu Cowboy
Rudy's
here.
past Kufu as well. We missed that, but now Rudy's got rid of Kufu trying to chase after Zilla, but I doubt he's going to have luck now that he's out of the DRS and Zilla's showing all race that he's had the pace and he's the one to beat.
Windows really pressuring Kufu here and wants to get past him. I think Kufu is significantly holding up Windows at this point, and Windows knows it and knows that he needs to get past him.
No, he's going to go for it sooner. Can he tuck to the inside? He's going to have to hold the outside.
Oh, he does outbrake him a little bit. We've got a DNF of Schmork in the AlphaTauri, which has caused another safety car, and Windows was actually ahead at the time of that incident.
Oh, he has kept it. Oh, wow. That was perfect timing for Windows.
Yeah, Windows was actually ahead when it came out. So that was really lucky timing for Windows there. That was really quite blessed, as I think Kufu was about to get the position back any second if that safety car had come out half a second later.
You would assume now Rudy and Kufu would always pull into the pits, followed by Siphon and Recon, and them 11-lap old mediums. They've won very well to stretch them out that long.
Yeah, I'd say these medium runners, so as you said, Siphon, Recon, Cappy as well, and Art and Dash would probably be looking to pit. What's your take on the hard runners that are yet to pit? So specifically Rudy and Kufu. Do you think they should be pitting?
I think if they feel they've got lots and lots of pace still in the tyres, they should stick it out. But if they're struggling to keep the car in a straight line, it's best to pit and just try as hard as you can. As we say, there's Kufu and Rudy pulling to the pits.
Yeah, there you go. So both of these are front-end hard drivers.
Let's have a look at what tyres they on do.
Softs for Rudy.
And it looks like
mediums for Kufu.
So Rudy's committed to a 2-stopper now. Be interesting to see where he ends up after his strategy.
Well, I think if they were pitting
Siphon
now,
and Coutinho has pitted as well.
I think if they're pitting now, it doesn't really matter what compound they go onto. It would have been a 2-stopper. Because the mediums going to the end from here, even with a couple laps under safety car, would have been quite a struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Kufu and Conrad's still going to have a lot of work to do. I mean, by the end of it, they're going to be risking getting a puncture, so anything is still yet to come.
Yeah, there's still a significant portion of the race. We are not even quite halfway yet.
Probably punctures come around lap 70% tyre wear, I believe it is.
Yes, it's either 70 or is it 75%?
It could be other, to be honest.
Yeah, is when punches start to come into effect, which none of these hard runners should get to. They may just start to push 70% by the end of the race.
Never kept Naps out here though. He's showed he's had pace in all the recent races, and from having that spin lap 1, he's got himself back in the P7 with a good strategy call, soon to be P6 depending on when ads are pits.
I don't care, mate. In the Twitch chat, this is our second safety car of the main event. We also had one safety car in the sprint qualifying that was before this race.
I thought you were talking to me.
No, sorry, that's actually the guy's name. Sorry.
No, all good.
Of course I care what you say, mate. You got the insight here.
Oh, I was like, Jesus, alright. Straight to the point.
Rudy goes into the pits again. And onto the mediums.
Oh, no, yeah.
So that must have been an accident to put on the softs. But I don't know if him pitting at that stage to put the mediums back on instead is the right choice. He should have just rid it out and seen if another opportunity came up, perhaps with a third safety car or something, because he has just gone all the way to almost the back of the field.
I'm pretty sure he was P13 anyway, so I'm pretty sure he didn't really care that much about what he's going to lose. I'm pretty sure if he catches up to your boy Cappy, he won't fight him too much if he knows that he's on the faster tyre and the faster driver.
Is he the faster driver though? Because your boy Cappy is also quite rapid.
Yeah, it depends on the race. Like Rudy's got the experience in novice. If they catch him and he's quicker, well then he'll obviously ask to overtake. But if he can't catch him, then your boy Cappy won't need to bother. He focus on his own race.
So Foxy up in a P4, looking like he's potentially on for a podium. Man's go-to at the moment.
He might always got safety car coming in, so let's see when Zilla will go.
I would like to see a little bit of a different restart this time. This is the second restart of the main race, plus then the one restart from the spring.
Now, I'm trying to go as early as possible because no one's going to expect it. The earlier you go, the more off guard you're going to catch them because they're still going to be trying to warm their tyres. So I'm going to be looking at my rear. When I see Windows start to warm his tyres up when the safety car's in the pits, I'm going to go. Try and capitalize on him still weaving.
He's not really going to be able to go early at all with how little he's backing the pack up here. Zilla stayed quite close to the safety car for a long time there, and as a result, he's not going to be able to go early.
Oh, Az has left the session.
Maybe disconnected. He's definitely still in the race, and there you go. Zilla is off. Windows.
Exit. Is he going to be able to send it down the inside in turn 1? No, it looks like he's trying to hold the racing line. Yeah, but this means he might have a better exit out of here. Will he be able to hold the stream down into turn 4, is it? Turn 5?
Yeah, Windows not really using too much juice at the moment. Windows
juicing away from him
picked that restart perfectly by Zilla. Absolutely had him down.
Looks like Zilla's starting to run away with it now.
Zilla's using that battery.
Make the move.
Windows using the battery in response to stay with him. A little bit of side-by-side action in the back as Khufu Cowboy goes alongside Naps.
Foxy's held his position as well. Fine Windows here. This is where I'm trying to juice to get ahead of him. This was his chance to pounce.
He is juicing really hard, but Zilla also draining that battery. Both these drivers...
He's gone around the outside.
No, you can't go around the outside there. No way.
Yeah.
He may look to get some sort of switchback done, but it's really tricky to do it around that sweeping long left-hander.
No overtaking sections through sector 3. That was his final option for that. Can he line it up for the first straight though?
He is really close on the rear end of him.
Seems as Zilla just didn't get the heat he had last time into them tyres, so he just hasn't caught Windows off guard. You got Skipper behind as well, who isn't really getting left behind. He's still right there, followed by Foxy and Mercy.
Yeah, Mercy actually staying with these guys really well as well in that Mercedes there.
Mercy is a great driver. He was a hard guy to beat in the championship last year. When he's on his day, his pace is insane. So it'll be quite interesting to see where he can finish off this race, with Zilla showing immaculate pace up front, followed by Windows trying to make a move.
Skipper has now dropped outside of the DRS range, and as a result of that, maybe facing some serious pressure by Foxy here in a moment, as Mercy and Khufu now battling.
It's like Khufu, and the pressure Bravo is just trying to really edge his way ahead to try and get on Foxy. As he's done it, it looks like he's going to stick the move and he's going to try and chase after Foxy now. Try and gain back all the time that he's lost.
That was an admirable defensive effort by Mercy, but as you said, just with the superior tyre compound there, Khufu able to find a lot more grip where he needed it. Although Mercy looks like he's maybe trying to strike back, but in that exact same spot as we watched Windows last lap.
Speaking of Window, he's still right on the rear end of Zilla, trying to put pressure, trying to force an error from Zilla so we can get right in the gearbox and right past.
Oh, we got a spin of Cappy in the rear. He's lost his front wing. I think that's only a virtual, as Cappy has rejoined back onto the track. Yes, only a virtual at this stage. It looks like it's only going to be a virtual. Your boy Cappy will almost certainly be pitting for a front wing, as he's currently got none.
Zilla up front has to be careful he doesn't get a driver here though, as he's pushing really hard to get ahead, and he's already gained 2/10 on the VSC, so he's gonna want to be careful that he doesn't get the Yeah, drive through from.
Yeah, he really is, isn't he? I don't quite know what he's doing, because now is not really the time where you want to be pushing hard.
Windows just sitting back. Zilla's either going to have to slam on his brakes or he's going to get a drive through, so Windows could gain heavily from this VSC.
I wonder, is Windows got a really huge positive delta or something, or is Zilla really ignoring it that much?
I think Zilla's ignoring a lot because you've seen how hard Zilla just had to slam on his brakes.
Yeah, and so we're back to green racing conditions,
There you
and
go.
Zilla...
Windows gained quite a lot there. He's right on the rear end of Zilla.
Yeah, Zilla had to absolutely come to an almost dead halt in that corner as we're going back to green flag conditions.
That's exactly why when it's VSC you want to back down and just always keep at least 5/10 so you can get in the power a lot earlier.
To be fair, I do have some sympathy for Zilla, as the way that the delta, especially under VSC, works in F1, in these F1 games, can be quite frustrating at times. So,
yeah, absolutely. Oh, Recon spun. Is he in the race still or is he DNF'd?
No, he is still in the race. It looks like he's managed to keep it out of the wall. He still has both end plates on his front wing at the moment. He isn't coming into the pits, so he doesn't have any too significant wing damage. We now have a four-way battle, sorry, for P4, as Foxy's now being chased by Mercy, Khufu, and Conrod.
He has as well, so that's really going to hurt him in the long run.
Say again, sorry?
Foxy with that penalty, it's going to hurt him in the long run as well. Hopefully he can get that removed after the race, because he's been driving such a good race.
3 seconds. I didn't even see that pop up. He must have
He
just...
put it under safety car, I'm pretty sure. Or VSC. Windows really pushing to try and get past Zilla, but he just can't quite get the edge on him. Such a hard track to overtake when you're so similar in pace.
Mercy just absolutely destroyed his battery trying to get the move done on Foxy. Mercy had the DRS advantage as well, but
He's vulnerable to Khufu now as well.
Mercy just looked like he didn't have the top speed to get the move done on Foxy. Even with the DRS advantage and slamming the batteries, Foxy relatively okay on the battery.
I don't know whether he's got damage from that, but...
Oh, he definitely does.
Yeah. Oh, Window must have made a mistake because he's fallen to 1.2 behind Zilla. Will he be able to get in that crucial DRS before the main straight? If he does, his hopes to get...
I think so.
Yeah, now his hopes to get back in front of Zilla might be over now. It'll be interesting to see from one of the engineers what the tyre wears at, because 13 lap old hards sound like they're not going to be able to make it to the end.
No, they definitely will. We've only got 10 more laps remaining. And remember, for a lot of these hard runners, they've had not only one, but 2 safety cars. Almost 6 laps, essentially, on those hard tyres have been under safety car conditions. So I'd say they're looking pretty good.
There's a lot of time, though. Your boy Cabby's, that's fast. It's like a 128.0.
Yeah, he's gone onto fresh softs after a little bit of a spin there. That's really good race pace, though, by him.
That's a really good pace for Academy. We're predicting low 129s to mid-high 128s, and he's gone down and put it in a 128 flat.
And that's still with 10 laps of fuel remaining, so that time will be definitely coming down again by the end of the race.
Recon spun again. Recon just not being able to
keep
the heat down his tyres.
I believe that's the same spot he spun last time as well. Oh, and there's a big incident there between Recon and Hazahawk.
No.
As I believe it may have been a ghosting type incident, but Hazahawk lost his front wing.
Yeah.
Was that as a result of that spin? Because it looks like Recon hit him in the rear, so it's interesting that Haz's not got an end plate.
Ken Caro's put in chat that Recon has killed Hazza.
That's just unlucky. Poor Hazza. Wrong place, wrong time by Hazza there, as Recon rejoin
Windows
safely.
gained all that time he's lost back up on Zilla. Will he be able to get back in the DRS and try and make a move for the win in the final stages of this race?
It's cost him a lot of battery though. Look at his battery. It's cost him a lot of battery. So Zilla with 60% to Windows 30%. And this is a track where you don't regain a lot of ERS per lap, typically. Only a little bit through Sector 3, really. And the large braking zones at the end of the straights. But you don't gain a lot. You gain a little, but with 9 laps to go, what's your prediction? Do you think Windows will be able to get him?
I reckon Windows is going to throw everything at him, and I wouldn't be surprised if Windows can get him. Zilla and Windows are showing him insane pace, but I reckon whoever's in front on that final lap is going to take the checkered flag.
Windows is still setting green laps as well. That last lap was quicker than his previous, so he's doing quite well. But
just can't seem to get the DRS in the first sector though.
Yeah, Zilla just has the consistency down. Very, very little mistakes.
Zilla up on his previous best and has a 3-second time penalty.
So that's our third penalty of the race. Actually pretty penalty free so far with 8 laps remaining. We've only got 3 drivers with penalties, which is pretty good to see.
That's on 19 lap hard. It'll be interesting to see what his tyre wears at. He's basically taken them right from lap 1 or 2, I believe it is, right to where we are at the moment. He must be really struggling for pace.
Windows back in DRS range, but even with that DRS, he's not really closing the gap to Zilla. So I wonder if maybe Windows is running some sort of higher downforce setup. Let's see how much he can close in that delta in Sector 3.
Zilla's aced the Sector 3 now. At the start he was really struggling for this sector, but now Zilla's basically aced it and he's learned how to keep Windows behind him where he's weak. As you can see, he's already gained 3/10 up on where Windows needs to be for that DRS.
Yeah, so we've got Zilla faster in Sector 3 and also faster in the other sectors that are more reliant on straight line speed. So things are not looking great for Windows here. However, further back in the field, we've got the Ferrari of Khufu really looking to make a move on Conrad. However, he just can't find the space down the start-finish line.
I believe in Windows. I'm going to put 1,000 channel points on him. Sector 3 reconned again.
And we've got the prediction up who will be our winner in the Twitch chat. You guys can put your channel points on that if you want. I'm putting all of mine on Foxy. Predict with custom amount 19k. Let's go. Bam.
Doesn't seem to be oh, I don't even know what I was going to say. I've lost it. Well,
You're right there.
God.
Bit of a blonde moment.
You're actually right there. I am a bit blonde. Windows pushing his hardest, but it just can't seem to crack within the second for the first part of the long straight, which is where he's going to gain a lot of time.
He's really bouncing just on the inside, outside of that DRS range, isn't he? If he could just get into DRS for that first DRS zone down the long straight, I'm sure
he doesn't seem to be
would have
using
a much better time.
I was going to say he doesn't seem to be using all the track, but he seemed to use a little bit
Too much just then, yeah.
He'd want to be careful where he gets a penalty. That penalty will, if he gets a penalty, it will really hurt him in trying to get the win.
Yeah, 100%. Here comes Khufu Cowboy on Conrad now, these medium runners.
As of finally pulling into the pits, that hards just gave way on him. 21 laps was too much for him.
Yeah, he
It'll
definitely
be interesting to see how these other hard guys are running then.
Conrad looking to make the move on... Sorry, Khufu looking to make the move on Conrad. Tries to go around the outside, but runs out of space and has to yield. Conrad holds P6. Foxy in P5 has the 3-second time penalty, which is really going to punish him at the moment, as that 3-second time penalties would bring up gap to leader. That's going to put him in P10 for Foxy. Oh no! Foxy's had a spin? No. No spin, just lost a significant number of positions. Doesn't have his DRS open for some reason. So I don't know what happened there. Foxy must have had a big moment, managed to save it. I can't believe you've done this to me, Foxy. I just put 19k channel points on you to win this. Ooh, almost goes into the rear end of Rudiger's there as well. As Kufu and Conrod still going hard for P5 here. Oh, Kufu had a bit of a moment as well and has dropped right back off of Conrod, which has now backed up Siphon and Naps, and both of them looking to make a move.
Windows crucially within the second before the first straight here though. How much ERS is he used in doing that though?
A lot. He is down to 20%. He does have the DRS though.
If he can hold it in the recon spin again, it's just not his night. That's what I was going to say earlier. It's not Recon's night.
You finally remembered it. Nice. So Windows up to 7/10 behind Zilla now. Even less. 5/10. And he's got DRS again. Zilla has such a huge battery advantage here though, that I don't know if it's going to make much of a difference. With the amount of battery Zilla is just sitting on.
So he's crucially within that second now though, and he's just getting that gap smaller and smaller. It seems as he's been conserving his tyres now, because Zilla just doesn't have the pace that he has, nor the grip, as you can see there. So it'll be interesting to see whether Windows can get it done on this lap, or he's going to need a few more laps to conserve some ERS.
It looks
Crucially
like
though, I want to watch his track limits.
It's really slippery there, and that's going to cost him at 2/10 or so. And we've got an incident in Sector 3. Looks like Naps and Foxy. Both of them.
No. LJ said you've got some big balls for putting 19k on Foxy.
No, you just got to believe, mate. You got to believe.
Windows, once again within that second, crucially. If I'm him here, he doesn't want to be using that ERS though. He wants to just be using that DRS to help him save that ERS.
I don't know if he really has an option at this point. It's looking more and more like his lack of ERS is going to be a significant downfall for him. As Zilla has not really been juicing at all these last couple of laps, has just been maintaining that about 60% of battery, juicing just a tiny little bit on the exit of corners, not much down the straights at all.
This is much better for Sector 2 though. He gained 5/10 just for that second sector out of the exit of that tight chicane there though. Turn 6 and 7 I believe it is. He takes that with such more confidence and he just gains so much time from it. So that's the corner where he wants to be trying to make it and set it up for the long straight afterwards. But he loses so much for his first sector. It's like he doesn't have the confidence to carry the first sector flat out.
Let's keep an eye on his throttle input this lap, keeping in mind they are both on 19 lap. We'll go through with Zilla first, through turn 2, 3, 4. He does lift a little bit.
Yeah, Windows
Zilla's
goes
on half. Yeah, Zilla lifted to about 75% through turn 2.
Oh, Windows much closer this lap to Zilla.
Yeah, Zilla was only about half throttle through turn 3, 4, so...
Yeah, that's what Windows was at. He went half, full, half.
So these guys
Let's get it now.
really managing these tyres at this point.
But he's on no ERS here, Windows. Can he set it up for this corner? Oh, they got
that's so close. He might...
Has he made the gamble? Has it worked?
Zilla needs to start using this battery.
DRS open. Can he tuck into the inside?
Zilla needs to start using this battery.
Oh, he goes to the outside again.
Can't. There's no way.
No
we've seen a lot of drivers try it so far here tonight. You cannot take the outside line there at the start of Sector 3 and expect to get the overtake done. It just does not work.
Pushing so hard, it looks like he's getting impatient. But if I'm him, I'm trying to stay behind, because if he overtakes and he can't get out of that DRS, then with him having no ERS, he's just going to be a sitting duck for Zilla to get straight back past again.
Well, whatever Windows is doing here, it's working, because Zilla is now using his ERS reserves that he's been sitting on.
3 second time penalty.
Yeah, that's going to hurt him pretty badly. Oh no, he may not lose a position there.
Windows has now just held the first sector flat out. He's found a lot more confidence over that one lap, and he's managed to hold it flat, but he's still 2 tenths down. And I think he's out of DRS.
No, he was in it in the detection point, which means he gets it down the straight, and he needs it badly. Zilla is scared now. Zilla is starting to really slam that battery down to 30%, so Zilla's ERS advantage is dwindling every lap, and I reckon it's going to be really close here. Windows, if he had 4 more laps, he might have Zilla, but as it stands, he's only got about a lap and a half, and I don't know if that's going to be enough to get him.
They're around equal on ERS.
He looks up the inside this time, which is a much better move.
Was there contact there?
No, there wasn't. Zilla held that line around the outside, and that was an absolutely ballsy move.
If he gets this, that's going to be a good overtake. Oh my god, he's gone for it. Oh, they've touched.
No! Windows loses traction.
I don't know. The FIA have got some work to do here. They've touched twice. I think Zilla's getting it back.
Zilla's redressing on track.
Oh.
So Zilla obviously pretty confident that he was in the wrong there and wanted to redress on track, which I commend him for doing that.
That's fair play to Zilla. He definitely deserves a pat on the back for that one.
Zilla,
what can he do to fight back against Windows?
Zilla with a small amount of the battery advantage, pretty close up behind him. Zilla gives the position back well before these DRS zones, so he will have DRS. So this is going to be right down to the line here. Or much better exit by Zilla. Much better exit by Zilla. Zilla not opening the rear wing?
Oh, did he didn't get DRS.
No, he definitely was in range.
No, he didn't give him the option.
Oh, what?
That's so weird. Is he going to get it here, though? Is he going to give him DRS, or is he going to have to go pure... Yeah, he's got DRS here.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
If he had had that down the that first DRS zone, he would have gotten the move done easily.
Yeah. Windows might genuinely have to win here.
So,
they nearly contact there.
Reblitz is saying that Zilla was told by Codemasters to give the position back.
Oh, because he overtook off track. Yeah.
Must have been, something weird went on with track limits and some sort of shenanigans there. As we have Siphon in the Red Bull.
Windows here has to try and push to catch up to Hazardhawk, so he's that DRS down the final lap. But the AI is getting out of the way too early.
Is that AI or is that Hazardhawk?
I think that's AI.
No, I think that's just Hazardhawk letting him go.
Oh.
Yeah, because AI doesn't really get out of the way, I don't think.
Windows now going to be in big trouble from Zilla.
Yeah, this is going to be close here.
What can Zilla do? He's got about 7 more corners to try and snatch this win away from Windows. He's had much better exit once again.
Yeah, really good exit. And Zilla has the DRS this time. Opens up the rear wing.
Windows has to hold that inside line. He's making him go work around for the outside. Windows still held it there, but now he's going to have to compromise his line for the next part of the track. He's held it good.
Oh no, that's not too bad. That was a pretty good line.
He's had a very good exit. Now all he has to do is hold the inside line here and he should be okay. It looks like Zilla's too far back. If you can't get the mood here, you might as well call it over.
Zilla's battery now completely down to harvesting point. Windows on 3% and still pushing the battery as much as he can. Windows needs to get really defensive here through Sector 3 to hold the position. A bit of a dive. There's contact there and Windows goes around again.
Yeah, Zilla has to get that back. Zilla has to get that back.
Yeah, that's almost the definition of a bump pass if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, he definitely has to get that one back.
Windows.
He'll get a 5-second time penalty for that one.
Windows going to stay with him as much as he can. Zilla will cross the line for P1 on track. Windows P2 after an incredible battle. Mercy now P3. Skipper P4. His friend in the Ferrari P5. Conrod 6, Rudy 7. Naps will not end up finishing 8th due to his time penalty. So Naps
Zilla will, if Zilla does get a penalty from that, he will still find himself P2, so he hasn't lost out much from that.
Yeah.
Very unlucky to see the race end like that. That was such a good battle until the final sector of the track.
Yeah, I imagine the FIA will certainly be getting involved with that one. However, we are just going to call it how it is for now. So Zilla P1, Windows P2, Mercy Hamilton P3.
If we can get them both in commentary if they stay, that'd be great to see what their perspectives of that incident was.
Well, yeah, I'll shoot them a quick message to make sure they're keen before anything else, just to confirm, because I imagine things will probably be getting quite heated.
Yeah, definitely. If I'm Windows, I wouldn't be happy with how that ended. He did everything right there, but just lost it right then and there on the final part of the track.
Alright, so who do we want for interviews? We want Zilla, we want Windows.
Should we get the other podium? Should we get Skipper now?
Mercy.
He drove,
No, it was Mercy was P3.
Oh, Skipper just got overall podium.
Driver of the day, you mean?
Oh, no.
Kyra reckons get Foxy. We'll try and get Foxy. Alright, so let's grab Foxy first of all. Oh, he's muted. Foxy, are you there, mate? It's old mate James. You're here in the commentary box live on stream.
G'day, Foxy.
Hey guys, how are you?
Yeah, good mate. How you feeling after that race, mate? You had an absolute cracker there to begin with.
So sprint wise, I went softs. I thought, you know, there might be a safety car, and being only a 10-lap race, you're going to have about 3 or 4 laps of a safety car if there is one. And not only did I have a good push at the start, but then there was that safety car. Some people went in for softs. It put me in a good position, got up to 7th, got 2 points from there. And then same thing happened in the race. Got a good push, safety car, let us get a safe start, I guess, and get a safe start after about lap 4. And yeah, just this was the first race in a while that I felt like I was keeping pace with everybody. And then at the end, I mean, when you're doing 60% hards, it's just you have one little slip, and all of a sudden there was, obviously you guys could see, there was like a train of like 6 cars.
Yeah, you guys were battling so hard there. It was really good to watch.
I just couldn't hold on, and when you slip with a train of 6 cars, it's just really hard to catch on. But the thing is as well is that that 3 seconds that I have, I'll be able to get that off. So
yeah, was that a pit entry sort of thing, or what was the go with that?
So you got the glitch, yeah.
I got the pit entry glitch and pretty much got I got a warning when the safety car happened to go in for the hards. And then I ended up with 3 warnings total. I'm sure I can get the race director off of somebody because it wasn't popping up on mine, but I'll be able to get those 3 seconds taken off and get 10th by 0.1 of a second. So I'm happy I got points in a race where I actually did half decent for once.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. It's great to see. Hopefully you can keep that momentum going throughout the rest of the season. How are you feeling about Monaco next week?
It's Academy, innit?
Yeah, I believe it's the first time, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it's the first time ARL's actually done Monaco in a league race.
In a league race, in about at least 3 seasons.
Yeah.
But not only that, but it's the first time that an academy is doing Monaco as well. There used to only be the 3, wasn't there? There was the 3 divisions. So
yeah, we still had academy though. We still had
academy. Technically, but this is a 4th division that's having Monaco. So good luck to everyone next week.
We love all of our divisions equally here, no bias. All of our divisions give us incredibly good racing. So.
Thank God for ghosting.
Yeah, it saved a couple of incidents there tonight, didn't it? Cool. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, Foxy. Did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Nah, just keep up the good work, boys.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you did a good race, mate. You got a bit unlucky with that penalty at the glitch, but other than that, those battles were good to watch, and you drove pretty cleanly, pretty
Yeah, it was just good to have
consistently, and it was good to watch.
good to have an incidentless free race for me for once.
Yeah, that's
Get to
awesome.
go through it without throwing my controller. Cheers, lads. Have a good night.
Thanks,
Yeah,
mate.
you too.
See
Have
ya.
a good one, man.
All right, let's grab Zilla now and get his thoughts, especially on those final sort of like 5 laps. They were incredible.
Yeah, that was great battling. Hey, Zilla, mate. Welcome to the commentary box.
Hey guys, how are we tonight?
Yeah, good yourself. Do you want to walk us through that race of yours?
Mate, it felt good. Everything went to plan. Had a good start. I finished off.
Yeah.
Spent a fair bit of time in the seat during the week practicing for Abu Dhabi, so I haven't raced this track much before, so I really needed to put a few hours into it, and yeah, look, it paid off.
Yep.
Yeah,
that was
that's awesome, mate.
great race to watch from yourself, mate. You dominated. Well, you didn't dominate, but in the sprint race, you had some very good pace. You were there, and you didn't really have anyone contesting you. And then in the main race, that safety car was really the only thing letting anybody get anywhere near you.
It did feel like that. I mean, there was what 2 or 3 safety cars. I had Reblerts, the legend, helping out engineering, so credit to him helping talk through tyre strategy there with the various safety cars. So in the end, we made the right call to stay on the hards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those final laps were great battles to watch, but it was just unfortunate what happened on that final lap. But you definitely drove really good. Even though the crash happened, even if it does get penalized, you'll still have P2 guaranteed. So that was a very good drive, mate. You and Windows, was it?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, you were just above the rest of the pack. It was insane, mate.
I spent most of the second part of that race there just monitoring the gap. I saved a lot of ERS. I was only using it when I really needed to try and keep that gap open. I've been watching that clip repeatedly now of the incident at the last lap, so we will see what happens with that. I hope it doesn't result in a penalty. I think definitely deserve the win, so we'll see how we go.
Yeah, all good, mate. You did great. Be proud of yourself no matter what the outcome, because that was an insane drive. The entire race, like sprint and feature, that was just insane racing to watch, and your pace was insane, man. So no matter what, just keep your head high. That was great racing.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Looking forward to Monaco.
Yeah, are you? That's surprising. I think you'd be one of the very few people in the server looking forward to Monaco.
I know I'm not.
I just had one question, Zilla. I was just hoping or wondering if you could walk us through your logic on the safety car restarts, because from what we saw, you had a tendency to go very, very late there, and it almost lost you a position like before turn 1. At least once.
Yeah, so on the second safety car restart, when I had the Aston Martin behind me, that's purely just a lack of experience leading the pack behind a safety car. I haven't done it a whole lot, to be honest with you. So I'm aware of the throttle lock and second gear. I know that last turn at Abu Dhabi, the curb is a killer. So I was a little bit concerned over the power down in the last corner. So I think I was probably a little bit stressed out at that moment as well, trying to maintain the lead. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Well, congratulations, mate.
Thank you very much.
That was a great race to watch. There was not much more I can add. That was just perfect racing. The only thing that would fault your thing is final lap, but it's hard racing. It is what it is. Good race, mate.
Yep. Thanks, boys. Appreciate it.
Have a good
Thanks,
one, man.
mate. See ya.
Likewise.
Where am I sending you back to? Oh, he's gone.
Windows left the VCs, so should we get Skipper in as he was 4th place?
Yeah, we'll grab Skipper because Windows, unfortunately left almost immediately, which is not really too surprising considering the incidents in the last lap or so. So I'll grab Skipper in. Skipper, mate, you're in the commentary box with myself and SVYT. How are you feeling after that race? Oh, you're a little
I'm feeling very good right now. Very, very good. I just want to shout out Boy, absolute goat at what he does.
Also, not much.
Man of knowledge.
Not much. He doesn't do much.
He's a man of knowledge. Man of knowledge.
Well, he's definitely not a man of racing. Oh. No, sorry. I'll stop bullying him. Go on.
That was a great race, mate. Do you want to talk us through your strategy and what obstacles there were during the race?
Yeah, during the sprint, I was thinking about softs. The temperatures were just going way above that, so I had to change the strategy. And then, yeah, for the main race, I knew what tires to use off rip. Yeah, just let the driving do itself, and yeah, it worked out well.
Did you find yourself adapting your tire strategy, especially much to the safety cars, or you just tried to continue on with what you had planned anyway?
Just going with the plan.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, bit too late to try to figure something out, but yeah, always go with your gut.
There you go. Wise words from Skipper.
Yeah, and it's good. I'm on a setup now, so I'm able to keep up this season.
Yeah, you did really well, mate. You especially had like some long, extended, good battles there. I believe it was like yourself, Foxy, who else?
And Mercy.
Yeah, Mercy was in there. Even Kufu, your teammate, was there with you for a little bit at times too.
Yeah, he did very well tonight. I think he got P5.
Yeah, it was really good for both you Ferraris.
Yeah, very good turnout.
I just wanted to say the race pace you had was very good. Your consistency was really good. You did well not to get caught up in any incidents. You didn't get any penalties, so that was
I appreciate that, man.
And it was good to watch the racing going on. So
thank you.
You gave us some entertainment, and I'm sure you enjoyed racing out there. So good job, man.
I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, just a little bit nervous for next week, but yeah, we'll get through it.
No, why would you be nervous for Monaco?
Don't crash, guaranteed podium.
Hey, it's a good track though, very good track.
It's fun, but pain. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, but it's gonna be a good race. No matter what, it's gonna be entertaining.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And we'll see who the real drivers are. That's for sure.
Alright, anything else you wanted to chuck on just before we close up for the night, Skipper?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us in the box.
I appreciate that.
Thank you to everyone for watching tonight. And see you, mate. That has been round 3 of our Academy division at Abu Dhabi. Please join us tomorrow night, same time, for our novice division. So that's 8 p.m. Australian Daylight Savings Time. Thank you. Good night.